If you have been investing, but your investments never really work for you, or you have failed in investment, you're even giving up on the idea of investing, or if you have never invested and you've been wondering how to start investing, this video is for you. Just as an observation, I think there is so much information about investing that is available today on social media from so many well-intended people, but I think it has gotten to a place where it is information overload. I can only imagine for people who are not investment professionals and they want to invest, how difficult it is to sift through the plethora of advice and financial literacy. But the question still remains, how do I start investing? I think that is why I want to start from the basic. Like I have never spoken out there before. And anyone who starts from here, you can follow from here, and I can assure you one thing, we'll get your investments in order. Let's get started. So today, we're just answering a very simple question. How do I start investing? The part one of this, I want to address why invest? What is the purpose of investing? Yeah? Why should I even bother, or why should you even bother with investing? Money has two futures. One, you can consume it and it will instantly disappear from the future. Two, you can invest it and it will multiply and it will be present, working for you in the future. Those are the two futures of money. So you've got to decide which one. If you invest, then you want to turn money into a worker for you. Let's touch on some basic principles. Inflation. Let's start with inflation. Inflation erodes the value of your money. And I know the word inflation, it sounds like a jargon, but in very simple illustration. I remember when we used to buy bread for less than 10 shillings, 8 shillings. Today, how much does bread cost? Between 80 and 100, depending on what pleases you. There are enough variety of bread. Those days we used to have just akida. Yeah. So what has happened? Today, if you have 50 shillings, you will struggle to buy a full loaf of bread. You could have bought 5 loaves of bread 10, 12, 20 years ago. Yeah. So that is one thing we need to watch out for. If you put your money in the bank, or if you put your money under the pillow, and it stays for 10 years, guess what? Its value will shrink significantly. What you could have bought today with it, you will not be able to buy with it with the same amount of money 10 years from today. That is just how life is. Okay? Secondly, another building block to investing is about building systems where your money works for you. That's very important. I'm going to repeat that. Investing is about building systems so that money can work for you, not you working for money. And that's the whole idea of investing. Warren Buffett once said, if you don't make money while you're sleeping, then you'll probably work until you die. And that's the other side of not investing. So why should you start investing today? Because if you don't start investing today, you will work until you die. You will never rest. You will always be chasing. You will always be chasing the dollar or the shilling so that you can meet your lifestyle goals. And that's a very frustrating life. The alternative is that you start investing today. And the idea of investing is not to do what everybody else is investing in. The idea is for you to turn your money into a worker so that it starts working for you. So that on a Saturday, on a weekend, when you are seated enjoying a good time with your family, you hear your phone vibrate and you see money checking into your bank account. Warren Buffett, in 2013 was making $1.5 million every hour, even when he was sleeping. I like the word even when he was sleeping, because that's the idea. How do you make money while you're sleeping? That's the idea behind investing. You start investing today so that you can start making money while you're sleeping. Another thing about investing. Investing is about two things: protecting your principal and then making an adequate return on it. So today, if you have 1,000 shillings and you invest in a money market fund or a special fund, your concern number one will be, will I get my 1,000 shillings back before you even make money? The other will be, if I will still have my 1,000, how much money will my 1,000 make for me in 1 year's time, in a month's time, in 6 months' time? How much money will it make for me? So those are two critical things that you must always remember. For you to be assured of those two things, there must be some form of analysis. Someone must do some homework. Someone must find out, why is this money market fund safe for my principal? Is this money market fund, does it show a track record of making money, a profit for investors consistently? So analysis. You do not invest based on feelings. You invest based on doing some homework, doing some research. Yeah. So those are three important points. Inflation, investing is about building systems, and also it's about protecting your principal and also making sure that you get adequate return for every shilling or dollar that you invest. So as you're starting to imagine your journey of investing, I want you to ask yourself this question: if your salary was abruptly stopped today, or if your business, the business that has been feeding you, feeding your family, the business that has been supporting your lifestyle, if it stopped abruptly today for one reason or the other, how long would you survive without it? And that's, if it is it 6 months? Is it 3 months? Is it 1 year? That's the beginning point of investing. So we are sending money into the future so that when everything else fails, that money will still be working for us, and we do not have to sleep hungry, and we'll have a roof on top of our head, and we'll also be able to take our kids to school, and we can live the life that we are used to living, if not better. As I close this first part, I want to close with this statement: if you don't put your money to work, one day you will wake up and realize that you worked all your life and your money never worked for you. I hope that will not be you. See you on the next video.